Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready! Block the key! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Delta! White! Start!
Rivers on first down. And caught by Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 51. Hey, wahoo!
To throw again on second down. Rivers, complete. It's Henry. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check 24. Whip.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
0. Red Delta! Hey, exit.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety 3. Red.
now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check
3 yards on that
390.
last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Check pass. 300. 59's mark. 59's mark. Check, check. 59. Wait, 89.
Rivers now. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Left. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check down.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Push him back.
They try to jet sweep with Nelson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Sheldon. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy. 80 weapon. Get it ready.
2nd and 13. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, 380. Red.
Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Set, 380. 190.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Matchbox lights.
Now Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. Sheldon. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Muhammad. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Smooth.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. That's complete. Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third and 2.
Here we go. H.E. Gator. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. He's getting ready.
On third down, Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Get that. 390. Let's go, D. Let's go. Load it. Load it. At 52, right 52. So we got man. Right 52. Defense, reach it on.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw again. Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Chargers first down.
Mike. Set. We're okay. We're okay. Black 15. Plus direct. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Hey, Delta. He's crashing. Wait, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Wait. Check, 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 check.
Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on second down, Sheldon. He's airing it out for Williams. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Kill.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Step run 80. Step 180. Watch the run. Watch the run.
First down, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Step 180. 380.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Muhammad. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheldon. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, ready. 30 base. 52 to mine. 6-6, bullet high.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant.
They go again with Muhammad. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
White! Behind!
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run with Muhammad. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Greystone, travel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check three. 22 jet bomber. Mike, check. 59.
Now Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
52 to Mike, boy, 52. Get ready.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Delta! Hey.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Set, ready? 8, read. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On first down, Muhammad. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Operating from the gun, Sheldon, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching.
And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 13-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Joker. Hey, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rivers throws there, complete to Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. Load it. Load it.
Here's Gordon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Completes it to Benjamin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Set, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Oakland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.